After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. When the water starts boiling, it is foolish to turn off the heat. There are few misfortunes in this world that you cannot turn into a personal triumph if you have the iron will and the necessary skill. Having resentment against someone is like drinking poison and thinking it will kill your enemy. I was a young man who attempted to make up for his ignorance with militancy. Don't judge a person by his success stories, but only with how many times the person stood up, after falling down. To be free is to not merely cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I am your servant. It is not the individuals that matter, but the collective. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. A leader must also tend his garden. Plants seeds, and then watches, cultivates, and harvests the result. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones, and South Africa treated its imprisoned African citizens like animals. To make peace with an enemy, one must work with that enemy, and that enemy becomes your partner. In confidence, we lay our cause before the whole world. Whether we win or whether we die, freedom will rise in Africa like the sun from the morning clouds. It was one of the first times that I saw that it was foolhardy to go against the masses of people. It is no use to take an action to which the masses are opposed, for it will then be impossible to enforce. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is inspiring others to move beyond it. I have never cared very much for personal prizes. A person does not become a freedom fighter in the hope of winning awards. Your victory has demonstrated that no person anywhere in the world should not dare to dream of wanting to change the world for a better place. Democracy meant all men were to be heard, and a decision was taken together as a people. Majority rule was a foreign notion. A minority was not to be crushed by a majority. It will forever remain an accusation and a challenge to all men and women of conscience that it took as long as it has, before all of us stood up to say enough is enough.